Imagine standing in a quiet studio, the scent of freshly cut wood drifting through the air while a single strip of timber, once rigid and straight, bends gracefully into a perfect, flowing spiral. This is the heart of spiral abstract wood sculptures, a study in tension and fluidity, where the solid and the delicate meet in a shape that feels both ancient and modern at the same time. From the first time humans traced a shell's curve in the sand, the spiral has captured our imagination. A line that travels inward or outward forever, a symbol of growth, eternity, and the secret mathematics of nature. Now that ancient pattern finds new life in the hands of patient woodworkers who coax unforgiving planks and blocks into forms that seem to twist effortlessly through space. Picture a spiral rising from a heavy wooden base, a solid oak block that anchors a rising ribbon of walnut, curling upward in a gentle helix, its smooth surface catching the light from every angle. Walk around it and you'll see how the spiral shifts. One moment wide and open like a rolling wave, the next moment tight and hidden, an endless loop you want to trace with your fingertip. A good spiral sculpture doesn't stand still in the mind, it spins slowly behind your eyes, like a memory you can't quite put down. To craft such a shape from wood requires a stubborn respect for the grain. Wood is alive even when it's dead. It swells, shrinks, resists bending unless softened with steam or carved inch by inch. Makers might start with a single long strip of pliable hardwood veneer, carefully steamed and bent around a form, each degree of twist held in place with clamps and tension bands until the wood dries into its new curve. Other artists choose to carve from the solid. A block of maple or cherry gradually revealed as shavings fall away, the spiral emerging like a snake uncoiling from a burrow. A spiral can be a single smooth curve or a more complex, layered piece. Some designs stack multiple rings that rise and rotate, each one slightly offset from the next, creating an optical illusion of motion. From afar they look like floating discs, but step closer and you see that each layer is part of the same unbroken flow of wood twisting ever upward. Some artists play with negative space, cutting out windows or hollow centers inside the spiral so light passes through, casting shifting shadows on the floor that move as the day turns. Materials vary as widely as imagination allows. Pale, tight-grained maple lends itself to clean, almost icy spirals where every line is crisp and the wood feels cool to the touch. Darker species like walnut or wenge bring a warmth and depth, their grains swirling around the curve in patterns that echo the spiral itself. Reclaimed woods, too, weathered beams from barns, driftwood with sun-bleached scars, add an earthy imperfection that makes each spiral feel like it grew naturally from the forest floor. Some sculptures stand alone, commanding an entire room with their elegant twist. Picture a living room corner transformed by a floor-to-ceiling spiral column. 3 meters of slender cedar slats wound in a slow corkscrew, light pooling through the gaps so the sculpture seems to glow from within. At night, a single spotlight sends the spiral's shadow spinning across the walls, doubling and tripling its presence until the whole room seems to breathe. Others are smaller, intimate pieces made to sit atop a mantel, a sideboard, or a shelf tucked into a cozy reading nook. These smaller spirals invite touch. Visitors can't resist tracing the curve with a finger, feeling where the artist smoothed each edge, where the wood's natural knots or curls add tiny surprises. In an office or studio, a desktop spiral can become a talisman, a symbol of creative flow, a quiet reminder that ideas rarely travel in straight lines. Creating a spiral abstract wood sculpture is rarely quick work. For steam bending, the process begins with selecting the right wood, straight-grained, flexible, without knots that could crack under pressure. Long strips soak in warm water, then spend hours in a steam box until the fibers soften enough to twist without snapping. Each bend is made slowly, a few degrees at a time, clamped into a spiral jig that holds the form steady until the wood dries hard again. Some spirals require days of repeated steaming and bending layer by layer to reach the perfect arc. Carved spirals demand a different patience. The artist may sketch the desired twist directly onto a block of hardwood, marking out rough guidelines on every visible face. Then, using chisels, rasps, and rotary tools, they remove waste bit by bit, circling the piece again and again to keep the curve true. Sanding follows, sometimes hundreds of grits in progression, until the surface feels silky and the spiral catches light in an unbroken line. Finishing touches can push a simple spiral into the realm of fine art. Some makers oil their pieces with natural tung or linseed oil, deepening the color while highlighting the grain's subtle swirl. Others add a layer of matte wax that begs to be polished by passing hands. A few incorporate contrasting materials, brass or copper inlays that trace along the spiral's edge like a vein of metal inside a stone, or delicate stone bases that add visual weight and anchor the piece firmly to its spot. What makes spiral wood sculptures so mesmerizing is not just their shape but what they represent. In a busy home filled with straight lines, square tables, boxy shelves, rigid door frames, a spiral feels like a soft rebellion. It breaks the grid. It draws the eye in, invites the mind to wander outward. Its endless motion calms us, reminding us that nature doesn't follow hard angles. It coils and unfurls in its own time. Collectors often find themselves drawn to the idea of building a family of spirals. A large statement piece for a foyer, smaller spirals in unexpected places. A quiet corner, an entryway niche, the empty space atop a piano. Each new curve adds a whisper of continuity, a visual echo that moves softly through a house. Even different woods and finishes still feel connected by the common language of the twist. There's something timeless in a spiral made of wood. It ties us to both the organic world and to pure mathematics, where logarithmic spirals map out galaxies and hurricanes alike. When you run your hand along one, you're touching not just the craft of a maker, but an idea as old as seashells, hurricanes, and the spinning arms of distant stars. Some artists push spirals into the modern realm by adding movement, kinetic sculptures with hidden pivots that allow the spiral to gently rotate when brushed by air. Suspended from a ceiling, these kinetic spirals sway and spin in response to footsteps or an open window, making each passing moment slightly different from the last. In sunlight, they throw dancing shadows that wrap walls in a quiet, spinning ballet. In outdoor spaces, larger spiral wood sculptures can become garden focal points. Treated with weatherproof finishes or made from durable woods like cedar or teak, they stand gracefully among flowers or beside a pathway, drawing visitors closer. Over time, wind and rain might soften their edges, adding a layer of natural aging that blends the art even more deeply into its surroundings. For the brave and patient, making a spiral sculpture at home can be a deeply satisfying challenge. You might start with simple experiments. Thin balsa strips wound around a pipe, then let dry to hold a twist. Most people cut wood straight because it's easier that way. Boards stack, joints line up, gravity behaves. But spiral abstract wood sculptures don't care about easy. They dare you to imagine a beam bending in on itself like a ribbon or a vine curling skyward, grain spinning around an invisible core, weight fighting balance with every graceful twist. Sometimes it starts with steam. You take a strip of thin wood, soak it, heat it, wrap it around a form. You clamp and wait, hours, days, until it remembers the new curve better than its old straight spine. Unclamp too soon and it snaps back or cracks right in the middle of your dream. So you learn patience. You learn how hot is too hot, how wet is too wet, how tight a coil can be before the fibers rebel. Other times there's no bending at all. Just carving. A block thick as your thigh turned on a lathe until the outer skin peels away in long curled ribbons. Then knives, rasps, sandpaper. You chase the twist deeper, let light pierce the gaps, reveal the spiral buried in the heartwood all along. A good spiral sculpture feels like it grew out of wind and time instead of chisels and clamps. The form can be tight, a neat helix that rises from a wide base like a wooden tornado frozen mid-spin. Or loose, a drifting, open swirl that spills out into space, teasing the air with edges and negative space that shifts when you walk around it. Some spirals stand tall, daring gravity to knock them over. Others crouch low, stretching out like a curled fern just waking up in spring. Grain direction is your secret weapon and your biggest headache. Run the grain wrong and a twist snaps at its weakest bend. Get it right and the spiral is stronger than it looks, flowing fibers carrying tension smoothly around each coil. The best builders read the block before the first cut, guessing where knots might fight back or where a hidden crack might ruin a clean curl halfway through. Finishing matters more than people think. Raw wood shows off its fibers, each growth ring tracing the spiral's path like contour lines on a map. Oil deepens this, turning pale sapwood into honey and dark heartwood into rich chocolate. Some artists scorch the edges for drama. Black char against soft blonde grain, shadows hiding in the creases where the twist folds back on itself. Placement is part of the sculpture's life too. A spiral stuck in a corner dies quietly. Put it where light moves across it all day, and it wakes up. Shadows crawl along the curves, highlights slide from base to tip, and the form seems to stretch and relax as the sun drifts. Good spiral sculptures demand to be walked around, circled, studied from every angle. One viewpoint never tells the whole story. People can't help touching them. They run fingers along the smooth bend, trying to feel where the twist tightens, where the grain pulls back. Unlike sharp abstract art or fragile ceramics, a sturdy spiral sculpture invites that contact. It doesn't mind a thumbprint or two. It feels alive even as a chunk of dead tree. Building one changes how you see wood. You stop looking for straight boards and start seeing curves waiting inside logs. You imagine how to coax them out without fighting too hard. You learn to respect grain as a guide instead of an obstacle. You accept mistakes because sometimes a crack at the wrong bend teaches you more than a perfect form ever will. Some makers craft small tabletop spirals, elegant enough for a desk, sturdy enough to fiddle with while you think. Others go big, human-height twists that guard a hallway or spiral columns that look like tree trunks caught mid-sway. Some mount on plinths, others bolt to the floor so even an accidental shove won't topple the motion frozen inside them. In the end, a spiral abstract wood sculpture is a reminder that wood is more than rigid planks and squared beams. It's a living record of weather, wind, soil, all twisted up by nature, ready for a patient hand to finish the spin. It's proof that a material famous for being strong and stiff can be coaxed into dancing if you know how to listen. So next time you pick up a plank, tilt it sideways and imagine the spiral it's hiding. Think about steam, think about carving, think about grain bending without breaking. That's where the twist begins, not in the tools but in the willingness to let wood do what it secretly wants, coil, swirl, and laugh at the straight lines we build our lives around.